ask you, are you a controller or a releaser? Now, I understand that I have both men and women who watch these little videos. And so I'm asking both of you. Larry addresses the men very directly, almost as if being a controller or a releaser doesn't fit in the feminine mode. But I've got news for you. Women are controllers as well. And so I want to ask you today, do you control your spouse or do you release them? Do you have a need to direct, dictate, dominate, disagree, disarm, and disengage with your partner? And if you do that, then you are a controller, whether you want to call it controlling or not. You know, in many couples, I just talked to someone this morning that actually no matter what their discussion is, she always tries to win. She has an idea, she presses the idea, she tries to move her mate over to agree with her idea. And as if he has no opinion, no difference in concept, she will always position herself to win. When you do this, you will not thrive in marriage. Eventually, a controller will suppress their partner. And this could be a male suppressing his wife, or it can be a wife suppressing her husband. It creates contention in a relationship, and it disunifies. What happens with a controller, they will try to prove their point, but in order to prove their point, then they will begin dominating by putting down their mate or their partner. So they'll use accusation, criticism, shame in order to wear them down so they won't fight back, and then they always get to win. Well, you can see that's destructive behavior. So I want to encourage you today to take a self-evaluation, and it's really important that you look at Corinthians 13, the fruit of the Spirit. The Spirit inside you empowers you to do what your flesh cannot do on its own. To be kind, to be gentle, to be patient, to be long-suffering. In other words, you may have to wait for a while for this issue between the two of you to be resolved. Just wait. Stop trying to pressure point and bring something to an instant resolve right now. To be gentle, to be self-controlled. These are the things to concentrate on when you are a controller. I'm going to encourage you to do a little practice. Make a list, and make a list of everything that is the fruit of the Spirit. And then I want you to do a column of, am I thinking kindness? Am I thinking gentleness? Or I'm thinking disgust, impatience? And put a check when you have had a wrong thought. And then in another column, mark your behavior. So if you cast down that thought and replace it with appreciation, replace it with appreciating the diversity, diffuse it with humor, and then you can cross off, I didn't act. I thought as a controller, but I didn't act. I won that battle. And I want you to begin marking and measuring how often you try to win. You know what the sad thing is about always needing to be the winner in a discussion or in a decision? Is that you are trying to prove your mate wrong. I know that you've never thought about it like that as an intention, but in real terms, that is what you're doing, because when you win, they lose. And I want to ask you a question. Like my father said, why would I want to position my mate, whether it's your husband or your wife, why would you want to always put them in a place of being a loser? Let them win. Let them give them their way this time and release them. They may have some concepts, ideas, inputs that will take you to a new level of understanding, to a positive, uplifting place of a perspective that you would not have done had you not released them. They have giftings, they have leadership, they have wisdom, insight, discernment to contribute. And that way you bring your wisdom, they bring their wisdom, and the two of you together have just multiplied the potential in your relationship. And you will learn to thrive together. Be a releaser and not a controller.